When I was entering the first grade, there was a new program being started in my district called Spanish Immersion. And this was going to be the first of its kind in the state of Texas, taking kids from English speaking homes and putting them into a classroom where they'd only be taught in Spanish. So we're going to be taught to read, write, do math, all in Spanish. And being from San Antonio, that's a predominantly Hispanic city and a really bilingual city, my parents saw a lot of value in this and they wanted to sign me up for the program. It gained a lot of popularity and they had to actually do a lottery to see what students would be in it. And I was one of the lucky 50 to be chosen. They explained it to me in a way that I was going to go to school and instead of learning English like I had all my life, I was going to learn a new language. I was going to learn in Spanish, and that it was going to be a fun way to be able to talk to more people because not everyone speaks English, and it just broadens your horizons of who you can talk to in the world. And being a little kid, even that really just sounded cool to me that I could talk to more people than just the people that I knew. And so my parents, we started the program. It was going well, but with that excitement, there was also a lot of concern from other teachers, other parents that we might be behind. We're not learning in English. We're not learning to read in English. We're not learning to write in English. They're really, really worried that we'd be placed back in middle school into English-speaking classrooms and that we wouldn't be able to measure up with the other students. And so, with this hesitation, my parents were worried, but they kind of had faith in the program. There was a lot of research done and a lot of really, really dedicated teachers that felt that this was going to be a successful program. And so they kept me in it. And in second grade, they tested the whole class on our reading levels just to kind of gauge where we were in English. So having never learned how to read in English, any of us, it was kind of scary, but my mom said that it was her glimmer of hope when my teacher told her that I was reading on average for English and that, I was doing fine. So it just kind of showed that it was working so far, and, a lot of parents were relieved. And then, as the years went on, we became more and more fluent in Spanish, and as we got older, we really kind of realized the pressure there was for us entering middle school, how we're going to measure up with the other students, and were they going to be ahead of us in English? We didn't know. And so as fifth grade came around and we had our tests to make sure what classes we were going to be placed in middle school, we got the scores back, and the whole class, we were on average. We were just fine, and even more than half the class was placed into one or more gifted and talented classes for the next year. And it was just really a sigh of relief for the whole program, and just showed that it was going to be a successful program. It was going to work. We were the guinea pigs, and we finally showed them that it was going to work, and it was a good program, and it's only been growing since. And I can't be happy enough with the outcome of it, that my parents had faith in the program, had faith in me to put me in it, and it's really shaped my life. Having that experience and being bilingual, I've learned so much more, and it's just opened up a lot of opportunities for me.